Okay, so I want to make a video saying that I'm finally gonna be doing a Rescape. I've said it like for the past honestly since I probably got this tank. I always said I was gonna do something different instead of plastic plants and fake wood. So and then these last 2 months I've been saying I'm actually gonna do it because I have money for it now, and this time I actually am. I ended up emailing Rachel O'Leary and to get some serious stone, because that's all see what I was gonna get in the first place for my main decor. And she made a mock-up for me, and if you haven't seen her recent update, you can actually see my mock-up in that video. So, and ended up being like 44 pounds, which was like way over what I even thought I was getting, and ended up being a lot, costing a lot. And then we made another mock-up, which is right around my price range, but then I ended up getting the original mock-up, which was the more expensive one, which looks way better. So that's coming. I just bought that today, so I don't know when that's gonna be coming. It's gonna be probably shipped out sometime. So just so you know, that's coming. And then the substrate, you guys can still give me like what you guys think. I know a lot of people say ADA soil or like that one stuff from Fluval. I forget what they call it, but it's almost the exact same as ADA. But I would do that if it wasn't so expensive. Like, I've already paid a lot for this serious stone, so I mean, I ended up, deciding on just doing sand. And I might do the Caribbean Sea Supernatural Sunset Gold Sand, which is in Big Al's, their mega build. That's actually the sand they used. And I ended up kind of liking it, and then I think it would look good with some serious stone, and plus the quarries and Plecto will probably like it way better than these rocks. Obviously, that's the main reason why I'm even switching up the decor and everything, because obviously the substrate's not the best for those fish. So like I said, there's going to be kind of like a little cave, a little arch, and then it kind of like, it'll be as long as this entire tank. I'll kind of get the tape measure out. According to her, the total length for this stuff, get it. The total length is 25 inches, which my tank is 31, so about the whole length of the tank, which is gonna be cool. The second mock-up that was cheaper was actually 27 inches, but I'm glad it ended up going good, the first one, the more expensive one, because it's way better. You guys like it. So I put the tape measure down. That's 25, so you can see that it's gonna cover the whole tank. It's gonna look pretty cool. And then, I guess I don't have to show you that. And then she said the width is 11 inches, which right here to here is 11. But so it's above from here to here it's 15. So I don't know how she measured that, the width, because it doesn't look no 11. Like this, some of the big rocks look 11 wide, but I'll just have to see when I get it. I mean, it's gonna fit either way. But and then hold up. And then the height is 8 inches. That's what I was hoping, like, when she first gave me the measurements, it was, like, 25 by 11 by 8, I'm pretty sure. And I thought the 11 was the height, which would have been perfect, because that's, like, almost as high as, like, right here. It would have been, like, half the tank. But it ended up being 11 wide and 8 tall, which is still not that bad, because I'm going to add other stuff later on, so... If you look at, this is 8, so about probably to here, I'm guessing with the substrate after I get, obviously it's really short right here, but it'll be about right here. And then there'll be still a bunch of tank left, but basically what I end up planning on doing is, after that gets put in and we see what it looks like, we'll get some like driftwood, real driftwood, not fake, and I know with Big Al's, I might get Rachel O'Leary's driftwood. Who knows? I don't really know which type I want yet, but I like how Big Al's has it. They have like that stone under that keeps it at the bottom, which I mean I can get it to sink anyways, but I like how theirs kind of stands up straight and then it kind of branches out. So if I put like 2 of those in the corner and it kind of branches out over the seiryu stone, I don't know. Until I see the driftwood, I really don't know what it would really look like, but I want to have some type of driftwood in here, and then, except I don't have the soil for plants. I doubt I will, but I'm never gonna say no, because who knows what I'll do in the future, but for now, that's gonna be what it looks like. I'll definitely make a video of it when I get the package, because it's gonna be, you guys are gonna like this, the stones that she picked out for me, they're really nice. So, yeah, this little update, I think fish are alright. The bait is still not being aggressive in this community tank. It's doing, it just does its thing, I guess. It's finally not really shy no more, so you get a really good picture of that. He's getting a lot more color on him. He's looking really cool. If I got a right view of him, he has these really cool, like, he looks all blue, but his tails are actually red. The blue just kind of reflects, but all of his heads are red, so it almost looks like ultimate red. Not red. Ultimate red arowana. That's kind of what it looks like, almost like a baby version of it. That's what it reminds me of every time I see this thing. I don't know why it looks blue. Like, see how the blue fins? This is actually all red. I don't know why it comes up. Yeah, you can kind of see right here. See, it's red. I don't know why that's showing up as blue, but neon tetras. I keep counting. There should be 17 here, but for some, they must all be hiding every time I go to count, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. They're like, I count 14 there, but who knows? Sometimes they're in this log. That'd be the good thing about getting all this new, because then they won't be able to, they'll still be able to hide, but they won't be able to like really hide that much. Like if a fish dies, I can actually find it easier, because there won't be so much branches of leaves everywhere. And my biggest concern is obviously these plants cover up the intakes of everything, so that's gonna finally be like exposed for the first time once I get all this. But once I get driftwood, I don't know. Obviously I'll figure out some. It's not gonna look that terrible with the intake sticking out. It's just the only thing is that here it's kind of pops out more, and then the maxi jet. You know, I kind of cover up this intake because it's really ugly, but I'm actually gonna end up probably getting sponges to cover those up, but still it's gonna show the intakes no matter what. But I'll find somehow to make it look good. Well, it's doing good. I'll eventually do a review, probably like when the summer's over. I'll probably do a review of this just so I have it for a long time. But